So, first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. Zach Robinson comes off injured at half-time. Is there any news on that?
No, he's on a crutch at the minute, so it don't look good. It's another body added, isn't it? Since 13 now, so we'll see what other ones we get, but not making excuses. I think maybe we've misjudged either two things. We've misjudged the quality that we have got missing, and we've misjudged the quality that we played today, because that's a 3-0. It's not good enough. It's not good enough anyway. We said in there, look, I think we've had the first 6 shots on target this year against us. We've let 6 goals in. So as a defence, not just goalkeeper, but as a defensive unit, that's 6 shots on goal, 6 goals, it kills you. We've had plenty of shots, plenty of opportunities. Even today, if you look from the first goal, Carla J's missed an absolute open header in a 6-yard box, unmarked, got nothing on it. That needs to be better. Can't be wasting chances like that. And then 30 seconds later, Cole Capetto's missed the header, who's been excellent up until this point. He was really poor today, but he's been excellent up until that point. Didn't get the header, dropped down, gave it a shot, deflected off again, another deflection, and goes over Nick. Disappointing, but it was a reaction after that. Wasn't good enough for us, but look, we lick our wounds and we go again next week and we try and get some more bodies back in the building.
And looking at this game as a whole and the Maidstone game, how much do you put down to performances and how much down to just luck, pure luck? Because obviously we've seen a massively deflected goal last week, we've seen one this week, got the injuries as well.
Yeah, listen, we haven't had the rub of the green for sure. You look at last week, like you said, deflection, but we shouldn't have given them that opportunity to get back in the game last week. We should have been 2 or 3 ahead before we allowed them to level it early in the second half. And today, again, like Lee said, the keeper's made 2 outstanding saves. Okay, it's a deflection, but for their first goal, but it looks like it's gone in well under the bar. And Nick can stand and touch the bar comfortably from the floor. So we need to have a look at that. But overall, the performance, apart from the first 45 minutes at Maidstone, which was excellent, and it gets you nothing in terms of a result. The next 3 halves that we've played now have not been good enough, injuries or not. We're not making any excuses on it, but not been good enough. I mean, the 3rd goal today just summed us up. Really, almost lethargic, laboured. We're not expecting the ball to come in. We haven't dealt with it. It was just like watching a slow motion horror story, really. But we've said to them we need a big week now. We've gotten together 2 sessions and we've got another tough game. And when you look at our goals against Colin, what a team's going to look at and say, well, you need to get at these because there's an issue and we need to deal with it.
And how frustrating is it? I think we're now 13 in the squad injured or missing for this game, and then we have 2 games in 3 days coming up.
We'll worry about the first game when it comes next week, and just hope we don't get any more. Week's not been ideal. Scrambling around, we had to make 5 signings to get the full quota of players out this week. Look, there's other teams with injuries as well, but losing Zach, that's your 1 striker now, so that's 2 strikers we got, Dijon and Zach. We've got no definitive when they're coming back, but again, look, minimum then today, if you're going to lose your strikers, you get a 0-0, and it's the manner of the goals that we conceded again today. It's like not reacting in a 6-yard box, and like I said, look, it's something that we hope is a one-off with the defenders we got there, because we haven't seen that yet in pre-season. We haven't seen any of that. Like I said, Cole Capecchio's been magnificent. He's been immaculate throughout pre-season, but today, I think the whole back 4, they all struggled at times today, and we just need to have a little look at it. I don't know where we change that, because they've done so well, like we said, in pre-season, but today's not good enough.
It just looked off the pace, which we can't understand. We had a good week training wise, but we just looked second to all the ugly bits that you've got to do. We didn't win knockdowns, therefore we made him look like an international playing there in midfield, picking up the bits, just keeping it moving. And you know, so different from a week ago, where, you know, there were lots and lots of positives. You can't take too many out of that, because that's a worry. You know, you expect as a minimum us to scrap and battle and win your bits and pieces, and we haven't done that well enough, hence the goals.
A little bit frustrating, because all pre-season we've played through midfield. We've got the quality in there. Today it's blatantly obvious we haven't got the quality in there to play through midfield. We you know, and there's no disrespect to Carla J, he knows that he's a centre half. It's probably our 7th and 8th choice centre midfielders of what we got at the moment, and it looked it. You know, the boys, you play Mance in there, you play Gleeson in there, you play Carruthers in there, Chrissy Paul, Dom. The boys looked to give him the ball. Today, I don't think they looked to give him the ball. I just think they kept trying to hit difficult passes. Just a bad day. We're just going to wipe my mouth today with it. It's just a bad day at the office, but something we've got to look at.
And finally, is there any good news on players returning? I know there was Cooper and Castiglione that were away for personal reasons today rather than injury. So is there any news on anyone returning at all?
Do you know?
Well, we'll expect to see those two back. We don't have Dom available next Saturday, but that will see him serve 3 games of the suspension passed over from last season. So he's certainly available for selection on the Bank Holiday Monday. So gradually we're starting to get 1 or 2 back, which we need. But like we said to the boys in there today, including the new ones, you've got a fantastic opportunity to earn that shirt and keep it for a good while. Based on you've got that opportunity at the moment. You know, make sure you keep hold of it. But again, we're now questioning 1 or 2, and you know, we need to have everybody back on board. But yeah, some coming back, but 1 or 2 on the casualty list.
We'll be rushing a couple back as well now, won't we?
Yeah.
Which you didn't want to do.
Yeah,
but
I mean, we took a little bit of a gamble with Glees today. You know, we really only wanted to give him the last half hour maximum, but you know, he's come through. He's had no repercussions of that thus far. But Zach, you know, he's had the land on his ankle, so he's rolled his ankle with the weight of his opponent on him. So, you know, he's sore and delicate at the minute, and that's probably not going to be a quick fix. That's disappointing, because you know he's looked bright at times and he's willing. But it is what it is. You know, we'll say we need to work hard this week and get what is that monkey off our back now. We need to start putting points on the board and building that platform.
it'd be nice if we got given a penalty, wouldn't it? At some stage, right, mate. But again, little things that go your way or don't go your way, and I think it don't go your way. So I'm sure over the course of the season we'll get our little breaks, but not in a minute.
Well, thank you very much.